'cause you're the queen of our hometown.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Small Town Tourist Podcast, where we experience and explore everything that makes small towns great. I'm your host, Abby Graves, and this episode is not initially the episode that I was going to release this week. I teased on Instagram that this week I was going to be recapping my parents' first experience at a drag show. I took them to drag dinner at a Roy Thai and Filipino restaurant in St. Cloud, and I do have their reactions and the audio clips from that, and I started putting it together, and I just told myself, this is not enough. There needs to be more. There's more story to be told here. So I'm actually in talks right now with a Roy Thai and Filipino restaurant, and we're working out a time to connect with them and really hear the story of Roy and why they're doing the cool events that they're doing and what they stand for in the community. So that episode is going to be coming out at a later date. I would much rather wait to put out a product that I think is better and tells a complete story than just put out something half-heartedly because I release podcast episodes on Thursday. I'd much rather do something that has some substance and some worth to it than just give you half of it. So there's going to be a little pause on that. That should be coming out here in the coming weeks, though. You won't have to wait too long for it. It was an absolute blast. Teaser, my dad had the time of his life. So we will get into that eventually. But today, I wanted to take this opportunity to actually talk about something that hits me pretty hard this time of year, which is summertime FOMO, or the fear of missing out. We just passed the halfway point of summer. I know summer just started less than a month ago, June 21st. And as I record this, we are just past the halfway point. It is July 18th. So this is the time of year where we're about halfway through summer in Minnesota. That's, Memorial Day to Labor Day. We kind of cut things off on those holidays. But I start to reflect on what I've done this summer and what is yet to do on my bucket list. This summer actually has been schedule-wise booked for me since about last summer at this time. In 2022, I somehow managed to get into the wedding DJ business, and I have been very blessed to be part of so many special days for people in central Minnesota, and I am honored to be working in that space. But it's very time consuming because when do weddings happen? Summertime on the weekends. So my summer actually started out with 5 weddings, either going to them as a guest or DJing them. It was 5 in a row, back to back to back to back. And that ate up a lot of Saturdays in my summer, which is unfortunate, but I mean, some of my best friends got married in that time, so they were very memorable and very fun. But like I said, it's work, it's a job, so that took up a lot of time, and that wrapped up. And then I had 1 week off. I went and saw Taylor Swift, which was amazing. There's actually a podcast episode on that you can go back and check out. But yeah, I just feel like summer kind of got ate up with work for me this year, and I know a lot of people feel that way. We are living in a time and space where people have multiple jobs to get by. I'm one of them. I've been a multiple job person for pretty much all of my working life. I am a self-diagnosed workaholic, so I don't really let grass grow under my feet. But because of that, I feel like I miss out on a lot of fun things. And that's not to say I'm not having fun, because I have looked back on this summer and realized I've had a lot of fun so far, but I just feel like I've been working, and that's kind of what happens every year. Around this time, I hit that mid-July and I'm like, oh man, I feel like I am wasting my summer working it away, not enjoying it. And it's so short in Minnesota. We have about 12 weeks where we really get to soak in good, beautiful weather. Anything outside of that 12 weeks, you never know what you're going to get. We have been very blessed in recent years with very warm, sunny, pleasant Septembers, but that's not always guaranteed. It is not guaranteed. It's Minnesota weather. It's completely unpredictable. So I feel like this time of year, I sit back, I reflect on where I've been so far, and I'm like, oh man, I just feel like all I did was work. But that's not true. I have done a lot of really incredible things. I've spent a lot of time connecting with people through this podcast, sharing the stories of different summertime festivals that happen across Minnesota, and that has been so much fun. Like I said, I got to go see Taylor Swift in concert, which was absolutely incredible. I got to spend time with some of my friends. Spawnville Carnival happened, and I was lucky enough to schedule some time in July where I didn't work on the weekends, and I got to go and have fun with my friends there. There's a lot that I have done, and this fear of FOMO, fear of missing out, that sort of thing, I am trying my hardest to combat that because it's not true. I've been doing so much, and the thing is, I can only do so much. There's only 24 hours in a day, no matter how much we would like to add to that. It's just not possible, and I can't clone myself to go do all of the things that I want to. I can't be at a street dance working and also hanging out with my friends at the same time. Like, it's just not possible. I can't just clone myself and put myself in the situations that I would love to be in because summer's short and things get scheduled and a lot of things happen on the same weekend. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So you got to pick what you want to do and where to prioritize your time. And I feel like I have done a pretty good job of that. In the moment, I don't always feel like that, but reflecting back on the summer that has already happened, I do feel like I am making the most of it, but I always feel like I could be doing more. There's actually a Taylor Swift song with the lyric, "The voices you implore, you could be doing more." That's where I'm at almost constantly in my life. And I think that's because of my workaholic tendencies. But I've been doing a lot of really incredible things. And I do have so much great stuff to look forward to in the back half of summer as well. So if you're kind of starting to feel that summertime FOMO, take a step back. Reflect on what you have done this summer. Chances are good you've done a handful of really awesome things and made some really incredible memories. And if you're kind of letting your inner workaholic come out and saying, "Oh, not doing enough. I should be doing more. I can't sit still. I need to go, 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 go." You don't necessarily have to. You've probably done some really great stuff, and you should just take some time to relax, take a deep breath, really soak in summer and the sunshine for what it's worth. And that being said out loud is exactly what I need to hear. So I'm mainly saying it for me, but if you need to hear it too, please take it. Please run with it. So that being said, I am looking forward to what is left yet this summer. It's going to be a busy back half. My August is kind of a repeat of June. I have 4 weddings in 3 weekends. So it's going to be another very, very busy month, but I'm truly looking forward to it. Some more great friends and family are getting married. I have some really exciting interviews lined up that I'm really looking forward to. A little preview for you here. We're going to be talking with Little Falls Chamber of Commerce about the upcoming Arts and Crafts Fair, which happens the weekend after Labor Day. So heads up on that. One of my favorite events ever. State Fair is coming up. I have some really great concert tickets that I am super excited for. Avenged Sevenfold. Be like my 5th time seeing them, I think. So I'm really looking forward to that. My birthday happens in August, which I'm super excited for. And there's some other great interviews from the Browerville area, from the Gray Eagle areas. I got a lot of fun stuff coming down the chute, and I need to remind myself that there's only so much time in summer, and you are doing your best at making the most of it. And I'm sure that you are as well. So it's kind of a short episode this week, just a little reminder, pep talk, vent session on summer and what's been accomplished so far and what is yet to come. But I wanted to take this time as well to say thank you so much for listening to the Small Town Tourist podcast. I truly appreciate you taking the time to tune in, whether this is your first episode and you're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Trust me, there's more interesting stuff coming up soon. I promise this was just an off week. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate everyone who's reached out to me saying that they like the content, that they've shared the content with other people, that you've enjoyed the stories that you've heard so far, that you've checked out the places that I've recommended. It is awesome to hear your feedback. So please, please, please keep sending that my way. You can connect with me through my email, abbey@thesmalltowntourist.com, or you can reach out on Instagram as well. I love reading your messages there at The Small Town Tourist. So yeah, that's it. I hope that you're having a great summer. Let me know what you've been up to. I'd love to hear all the cool places that you've checked out, or if there's a place that you think I should check out, I will try to squeeze it into my very busy schedule. Go ahead and send it to me via those contact streams. Next week, we will have another exciting interview and something fun for you. So thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me. Don't forget to leave a rating for this podcast wherever you're listening to it as well. It really, really helps boost this show and the algorithms and the numbers, which aren't totally important, but they are sort of important. So please do your part on that if you feel so inclined. And also, as we wrap this up, I want to give you a reminder to go follow Rachel McIntyre Smith on Instagram. She is the wonderful lady who does our theme song, Queen of Our Hometown. You can follow her at Rachel McIntyre Smith. You can stream her music wherever you listen to music. It's all really good. She is a fantastic artist. And check out her website as well, rachelmcintyresmith.com. Have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you here next week for another episode of the Small Town Tourist Podcast.